Hey guys, it is Gordon here with One Maniac Reviews, and it is Christmas time. So, happy Christmas to everyone out there. There's a good chance this is whiskey. It is Christmas. So, that means today that we are here to talk about the top 10 worst Christmas movies. Now, we all love the holidays. We all love spending time with our families. We all love the fact that we can make this 90% whiskey and none of them seem to care. But being around your family means you're going to have to watch some holiday movies. So, let us start kicking off these holiday movies with the shittiest ones that we have ever seen. Now, I took to Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to get suggestions, and I started watching everything. And so here we have, between what I have watched within the last couple of weeks and what I have watched within my lifetime, of what are the top 10 worst movies of all time for Christmas. In the number 10 spot, we have Ben Affleck's Surviving Christmas. Holy hell, was this one hard to get through. But I was able to get through it. That's why it's in the number 10 spot. This one, Ben Affleck plays a millionaire who has nobody to spend Christmas with, so rents out his childhood home and conditions the family to recreate his Christmas memories. And if they complete the task, they get $250,000. Yeah, I'm bored just talking about the movie. Tis the season to give this one a miss, guys. Our number 9 isn't so much a movie, but it's based off of a very popular movie franchise, and it is one that I absolutely love, and that would be the Star Wars Holiday Special. Now, I don't love the Holiday Special. I love the franchise. I don't love this. This makes the prequels look enjoyable. It was just a complete mess. It was made for TV, and I do believe it got released in theaters, and I do believe after the poor reception of the Holiday Special, Lucas burnt what he felt was every copy of it, but it's still out there. It shouldn't be, but it is. Now, within our number 8 slot, this is where I might get a little bit of hate, and I'm okay with that. Jim Carrey as the Grinch in How the Grinch Stole Christmas is probably one of the worst Christmas movies, just due to the fact that the cartoon did this story much better, that the acting falls flat in most places. I mean, most of it is just Jim Carrey and a dog, and this was done back in the highlight of Jim Carrey's career, where everyone thought that just because he contorted his face the way that he did, that he would be funny. But you can't contort your face when you're wearing 10 pounds of plastic on it. So, to me, this one is just another one that you can give a miss. Watch the original cartoon, it's much better. In our number 7 slot is one of the movies that I loved. The National Lampoon movies. I loved Animal House. I loved Christmas Vacation. So when I saw Christmas Vacation 2, I was like, oh my god, this is going to be another funny movie. No. God, was I wrong. This Cousin Eddie's Island Adventure is probably one of the worst movies I have ever seen. It is barely a Christmas movie. It is barely funny, and Chevy Chase wouldn't even be seen in this one. Oh, just... If you ever find yourself wanting to watch Christmas Vacation 2, go on ahead, grab yourself some moonshine, drink about a quarter bottle of it, and you'll have a better time. Number 6. I enjoyed the original Santa Claus movie. Number 2 was okay. When they brought out number 3 and we had Hitler Robot Santa, which was just Tim Allen in a plastic mask, and Santa has to escape from being Santa, and they wrote poor Martin Short into this thing as Jack Frost, you just kind of leave this movie going, what the fuck did I just see? And you're not all that happy when you're done watching it. I needed a nap. It's just horrible. Number 5 is something that I found on Netflix. It is called The Christmas Crush. This thing feels like a rejected Saturday Night Live skit. It's just so horrible, bad acting, unfunny lines, and okay, you guys want to know the premise of this movie? Because the premise sounds like something that anyone can go through. Girl goes to high school. Girl loses high school boyfriend. Girl goes nowhere in her life. Girl goes home for Christmas. Girl goes to high school reunion. Runs into old boyfriend. Falls in love with her best friend. Now, as most people know about me, I'm as romantic and cuddly as a tank full of moray eels. But that's not why I hate this movie. I hate this movie because it's got horrible dialogue. It's got horrible acting. And I didn't laugh one at any of the jokes. So, it's on Netflix. If you decide to watch this, just go on ahead and light your TV on fire. Okay? Our number 4 is a movie, once again, from my childhood. The original Home Alone 1 is an okay movie. It starred Macaulay Culkin as Kevin McAllister, and he got stuck home alone when the power went out, and his family left for their trip to Paris, and he got left behind because the mother spit out too many kids and couldn't keep track of any of them, and CAS would have been on this woman like no tomorrow. Fast forward to number 2. Somehow they still have Kevin in their care, and Kevin actually gets up to go on the family vacation with them this time. Except somehow Kevin lands on a plane to New York when his family is going to Paris and ends up at one of the most expensive hotels in New York City in the penthouse. And the Wet Bandits are in New York with him, and somebody needs to get this kid into foster care. Number 3. Number 3 is a Vince Vaughn and Reese Witherspoon movie that is going to make you want to gouge your eyes out. And it's called Four Christmases. The storyline behind this one is that they have lied to their families. They're both from divorced parents, so they wanted to skip out on the 4 different Christmases that they would have to have, even though when you find out with Reese Witherspoon's family, the mother is at the father's house for that Christmas anyways, so don't know why they had to have the whole scene at the mother's place other than for her to take the pregnancy test and find out that she's not pregnant, and that to cause the entire fight between the two of them. And it's just... Don't watch it. Don't waste your time. find something better to do. But at least it's still better than what's in our number 2 position, which is another Vince Vaughn movie. Fred Claus. Fred fucking Claus. I had to split this movie into 3 parts just to get through it. This is probably one of the worst... it's one of the 2 worst Christmas movies I have ever watched. It is unfunny. To call it acting is an insult to every other actor out there. And Vince Vaughn is playing Santa Claus's grumpy older brother and has to help out and take over as Santa Claus at Christmas time to teach him the meaning of Christmas, and then he falls in love. It's horrible. So horrible. And our number 1, once again, another movie from the 90s. And one that when I was a kid, I enjoyed because I wanted that Turbo Man doll. Watching it again as an adult? Why the hell is Arnold Schwarzenegger waiting until Christmas Eve to get this frickin' action figure for his kid? It has him uppercutting a goddamn reindeer. He does so many things that are completely illegal. For some reason, they punch a midget across a football field. It's just it is by far the worst movie I have ever seen. And the fact that this is early in Arnold's career, this is the 90s and he hadn't fully learned English, so half of his lines you can't understand and then the other person is Sinbad, so this thing just deserves to be taken out to the reindeer pasture, put to its knees in front of a hole, and shot in the back of the head. There is no point in watching Jingle All the Way. If you want to have a good Christmas, watch It's a Wonderful Life. Don't watch any of these movies, or you're going to find yourself hating Christmas. Alrighty, guys, so that's it from me for this list. I will be back with my top 10 best Christmas movies. And if you guys are liking my reviews, please let me know down in the comments. Hit that like button. If you guys disagree with me on any of these movies, please leave me a message down in the comments. We can get into a conversation and see where our ideas differ. If you guys are new around here and you're just finding me from my worst lists, go on ahead and hit that subscribe button. I got a lot more content coming out. Alrighty, guys, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cue that music.